Hey everybody, it is day 2 of Game Over Cancer. Looking at the donation history, I see you've done really well yesterday. Can we do better today? This is Me Gaming, and I've got organMike with me. organMike is going to be playing the first part of the Bard's Tale Trilogy in the Tales of the Unknown Modern Mode. Tell us a bit about that.
Sure. Bard's Tale Trilogy is a series of 3 RPGs from the 1980s. I first played them on the Commodore 64. In fact, that's not true. I first played the second and third one on the Commodore 64, and then later the PC conversion. And then I've tried the Apple II ones because it was originally written for the Apple II. I tried them when I got the 2002 game, The Bard's Tale, which is not like these. But these are old roster RPGs, first-person perspective, so we have to explore the world in 3 glorious dimensions. And the idea is the story I'll get into in a bit, but we create up to 7 characters. We're only going to create 3 because with only 3 characters, I get more experience, and most of this game is grinding for experience. Most of the speedrun is, anyway. Since I don't have to explore this world, I know where everything is. I spend most of the time is going to be grinding for experience, and the basic pattern of the game is we will grind in one spot until we are strong enough to grind in the next spot, and so on and so forth. Yeah. The game tells its own story very nicely, so if we're ready, I can get her started. It'll take a bit before we actually get into the game, but
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it.
the other neat thing they did, this is the 2018 remaster. They added legacy mode, so you can turn on like all these options that make it play like it was in the 80s. So no auto map, you can only save at the guild. The experience requirements are doubled, but then story battles aren't flagged, so you can retake them. Everyone has to carry their own inventory and gold rather than having a party pool. Things like that. We're not going to deal with those today. Yeah, I don't really need my old autosave. So the game doesn't start yet here. First we get an introduction. And this opening cutscene was actually in the original. Little bit of music. A little bit of animation. A little bit of text, poetry. Evil fled and brave ones bled, the dark one came to stay. Obviously it wasn't quite as smooth and pretty, but it did actually exist in this form, more or less, in the 80s. So yeah, that's the basic background. Volume 1, Tales of the Unknown. And we get this. The Legend of Scarabray. Long ago in the land of Caith, when magic still prevailed, the evil wizard Mangar the Dark threatened a small but harmonious town called Scarabray. Overnight, all the town's militiamen disappeared, and Mangar froze the surrounding countryside with a spell of eternal winter, totally isolating it from any possible help. As evil creatures oozed into the sewers to join Mangar's shadow crusade, the future of Scarabray hung in the balance. And who was left to resist? Only a handful of unproven young warriors, some junior magic users, a couple of bards barely old enough to drink, and a few out-of-work rogues. You, meaning me, are the leader of this ragtag group of freedom fighters. Luckily you have a bard with you to sing your glories if you survive, for this is the stuff of legends. And thus the story begins. And this being a modern remake, they give us some instructions. I don't really need them. First thing we're going to do is delete the pre-made party so they don't get entangled with our party. I seem to recall, I don't know, do we have incentives for names? I'm a little bit, I've been very busy lately, I'm a little mixed up right now. Do we have any incentives at all? I think, yeah, names were probably the only thing I put in there.
I'm not seeing any incentives here. We've got day 3 and a half. Okay, closed. The only one I see that's closed is the Metroid Prime randomizer for the Suit Bid War.
And that is certainly not me.
Incentives are for day 3, 5, 6, and 7.
Cool.
A lot of good ones on there, though.
Then, seeing as this is Game Over Cancer, we're going to start with a Hobbit Rogue. Now we roll, and it looks like it's rolling your standard 3d6. It's not. It's actually rolling 1 to 8. And then adding a racial bonus to it. What I'm looking for is dexterity, and then high hit points. So that's good enough. And since this is Game Over Cancer, I'm going to name this male rogue Wayne. Wayne was my father's best friend who passed away from abdominal cancer a couple years ago, just out of the blue. So I want to honor him since we are fighting against cancer here. So, this is me. Do you have a name you'd like for a character?
I am unfortunately the worst person at naming characters, but if we are going to name them in honor of somebody,
Sure.
we could name one Barbara in honor of my grandmother who passed several years ago from pancreatic cancer.
Sounds good. So this is going to be a dwarf. My apologies to your grandmother if that doesn't accurately apply. Bard. We're looking for a high constitution and hit points. And chat, if you'd like to set up for a name, feel free. I will be looking. I've got my eyes on you, chat. I always keep one eye on chat so I know what you're up to. I know chat can get sneaky. 17 constitution, 18 strength with that is nice, and 23 hit points. And this is Barbara. Chat, y'all have a name for me? We need a spellcaster. Well, it's okay. If chat comes up with a name, I can come back and rename them. You can rename characters in here. So we're going to take an elf. Conjurer. There are two types of spellcasters, Conjurer and Magician. The Conjurers deal with the physical creation and manifestation of real things. Magicians deal with magic as it affects physical objects. I mean, it's basically flavor. They have a large amount of overlap between their spells. Conjurers are technically weaker. Okay, well, Golden Flame's got a suggestion there. So we'll take a male elf conjurer. So we're looking for both intelligence and dexterity to hit 16 on this one. We want a fast and intelligent spellcaster. There we go. The rest doesn't really matter so much, though those high hit points are nice. And Golden Flame's suggestion of Adam, who's currently in the hospital with a growth. Not sure if it's cancer yet, but it is on the mind. All right. So whoever's ready for time, we start time when I do something useful in the game. I've only created characters. So what's going to happen is I'm going to clear the roster of characters, and that will be when time begins. Okay, let's see if we can do this. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. We will add Wayne the Rogue into the party. We don't need to know the controls. The first thing we're going to do is something I call Project Victoria. We're going to go see these statues around, and we're going to break them. We're going to fight, hide in shadows. So here's all the possible commands you can do. You can attack. You can only attack if you're in the first 4 positions of the character party, and they're the only characters that can be attacked in return. You can defend, which kills your turn but lowers your armor class. Lower armor class is better. Cast a spell if you're a spellcaster. Use a song if you're a bard. Use an equipped item if you have something you can use. Do a ranged attack, which was not an original option for the first Bard's Tale. Ranges were only added in for the second game, but they backtracked that. If you select the legacy option for miscellaneous game differences, ranged attacks come out of the first game again. Hide in shadows, which was only an option in the third Bard's Tale game, but regardless of whether you're playing legacy mode or not, got brought back. So it actually makes rogues very useful, and that's what we're going to be doing. Party attack, you can hack other members of your party, kick dead monsters out, or equip or unequip a single item. So we're going to hide in the shadows. Come on, Wayne. Oh, missed. Hide in the shadows, but is discovered. And this is how it goes. Then we get another round. We didn't get through it, so we're going to reload. We don't need a death that quickly. Attack. Hide. There we go. Oh, I missed it. Sorry, I clicked by too fast. Wayne jumped out of the shadows and hit the samurai and critically hit him. An attack from the shadows is a critical hit, and a critical hit in this game is not just extra damage, it's an automatic kill. There's a whole class of fighters based around them. They're called hunters. They do critical hits as a class feature. So we've got a bunch of these statues around town. There are 10 of them around town. A bunch of them are in our way for things, like these ones here. With Wayne by himself, we can actually pretty easily break them, as long as we make the 50-50 chance roll. to to hide in shadows. Hide. Thank you. And this gets us a lot of experience for Wayne. Unfortunately, in modern mode, this is only an option once. No, don't attack the gold. Hide in the shadows. Hide. There we go. Ooh, done. Because these are now all flagged. In the original, they were not. In Legacy mode, when you have the Legacy mode experience options turned on, they're not flagged, so you can refight them over and over again, which is what I tend to do. Is there good experience? If you make that hide check. If you make that hide check, that 50-50 hide... There we go. Oh, and we got items. You can see how many items are in the communal pack down here. We've got 1 out of 40. The pack will hold 40 items. Again, in the original, everyone had to carry their own stuff. You can also see my communal gold down there. I keep forgetting to quick save before I fight these things. Nope. Yeah, we've basically cleared out all the ones I need to. There's 2 more down here. I'm not going to quick save before them because I don't actually need to load if they kill me. There we go. So then we get to see this. Alas, your party has expired and gone to Adventure Heaven. Some of these captions are hilarious. Sorry, bud. Just takes us back to here. We're going to put Barbara and Adam in the fight here. We're going to head down here to the Thieves' Temple. Temples are where you do healing. Thieves' Temple says, no charge to guild members for our services, so we'll heal the entire party. If you will offer 0 gold to the gods, we can attend to all your wounds at once. Boom, done. Thank you. New party order, put Wayne at the front again. And we'll come around here. And we'll grab a bunch of levels. We'll actually save scum these levels. That's not good enough. I want high disarm skill and high hide in shadows. That is even worse. Should be a number between 4 and 11. That is 3 plus a random digit of 1 to 8. No. There we go. This is worth the time to do. No, not taking that one. 4 hide in shadows. That's fine. Ooh, I hate giving up the 11, but if 6 isn't enough. Disarm allows us to open treasure chests that we find after combat. That doesn't apply in the city. It only applies... oh, thank you. 2 11s. That only applies when we're actually in dungeons, which is where we're going next. Are we going next? What do I do next? No, I have to grind in the city still. Right, because I have 2 level 1 characters with me. Whoa, nope, we're not taking a 7 and a 4. So yeah, in the original game, you could not do this because you had to save and load at the Adventurers Guild, and it was a process because you had to insert a disc and save the character to the disc, and what are the numbers? No, 83 isn't enough. I need more than that. There we go. We'll take that. So there we go. We now have a level 8 rogue. Didn't get any points of intelligence. Get 1 point in each of these stats every time. Got dexterity. Dexterity started at 18. This doesn't really matter all that much. But disarm traps went to 91 and hide in shadows to 88 over 7 levels. So it started at 20 in both, I think. And that's good. Now we need to go and kill some stuff for Barbara and Adam to get some levels. And unfortunately, the only safe way to do that is to come over here by a temple and kick our way through doors. Run away. Nope. Three hobgoblins. We can deal with this. Oh, I should start singing, too. This is me. If you have a favorite instrument, we've got flute, harp, and mandolin as options.
Ooh, if I had to pick between the 3, the harp is a classic.
Harp it is. And we can equip that war axe. There you go. There's your harp. So the bard songs are long-lasting enchantments. 8 hobbits will tear us apart right now. 6 hobgoblins, not fun. So I'm playing the Bodder Kilnfest, and you'll see after every round of combat, everyone will gain a hit point. That's what that does. Okay, now we're going to reload. I don't want my characters to die. I want them to gain levels. A skeleton. There we go. So depending on what instrument you pick, that's the... Oh, for Pete's sake. That's the harp you can hear. It also has sound fonts for... Oh, why can we not get through this? Thank you. We'll heal up. Also has sound fonts, obviously, for flute and mandolin. Has horns. It has drums. So yeah, we need to build up some experience quickly. Random encounters happen on a timer in the game. Oh, for Pete's sake! It rolls for a random encounter every. Don't know the exact amount of time, but about every 5 seconds or so. You can force it to roll for a random encounter by kicking doors in. So all I'm doing here is going back and forth between 2 buildings and forcing the game to check for random encounters much more readily. And all I'm doing is attacking these things. Occasionally we find items afterwards. Your odds of finding items, as well as the amount of money you get from a fight, are all based on how many things you're fighting. Well, there's a level for Adam. Run away. So if you want to get more money, it's actually beneficial to fight larger groups of weak enemies than smaller groups of powerful enemies. Okay, that's fine. Addition to rename a character Pete for Pete's sake. Alright, well, I shouldn't do it right now, because if I enter the Adventurers Guild, I lose, and my song runs out, and I haven't had a drink yet. Okay. So, Barbara will advance and get 19 hit points and a Constitution, that's nice. I'm looking specifically here for Dexterity or Intelligence for Adam's level up. I will accept low spell points if I get Dexterity or Intelligence. I can't take 6 Mad Dogs right now, which is too bad, because Mad Dogs are really good for experience. 1 Magician. Ha ha ha. 1 Dead Magician. But what I want to do is get more spell levels, so... spellcasters in this game have up to 7 levels of spells. So we've only got first level spells, because we just created our characters. Every odd experience level, you get another level of spells, up to 13. So at level 3, we get second level spells, at level 5, we'll get third level spells, and so on down the list. Go. We'll advance ahead. And just stab that magician. Okay. There was a tick that happened there, so I didn't even leave the building. Nope. I shouldn't. I can probably take 3. We'll use an arc fire spell. You'll see the flame appear there. Use it again. There we go. So yeah, spellcasters have up to 7 levels of spells. And after you reach your 3rd level of spells, you can change your character class. So there's 4 classes of spellcasters. Conjurer and Magician are the base levels. Technically speaking, Magician is a little more powerful than Conjurer, but Conjurer has some of the powerful utilitarian spells. Yeah, I'll take the low one for that final point of dexterity. Yeah. Spell acquiring. So they charge us money. We get into 2nd level of Conjurer spells. Conjurers thematically deal with creation of things. You also notice that Adam's spell points are coming back up. Mages are solar powered in this game. So if you stand out in the sun, you recover your magic points. Yeah, conjurers deal with the creation of things. They conjure stuff, right? That includes summon spells. Come on, get rid of that. There we go. Magicians deal with enchantments. So where for light spells, where a conjurer will create a light, a magician will enchant your sword so it glows in the dark. And that's the basic difference between the two. At least, you know, thematically. Yeah, I don't think I can beat that. So a lot of the time in this game depends on how good we get for fights. Really slow us down if we're not getting good luck. Oh, we got scale. Have a mace. So after Conjurer and Magician, if you have at least 3 spell levels in one of Conjurer or Magician, you can go to Sorcerer, which will be our next class type. Sorcerers are illusionists. They create illusions. So a sorcerer, instead of creating light, will just make an illusion of light that allows you to see things. They also can summon some pretty powerful stuff. Wind dragons are pretty potent. And then the most powerful spellcasters, you need... oh, sure, we'll allow you to join. You can take the first hit for me, that's fine. Oh, we can take that now. Yeah, there goes the Nomad. And we'll just kick the Nomad out. The biggest, most powerful spellcasters are wizards. So you need 3 levels... Oh, we got aged. We need 3 levels of spells of at least 2 classes before you can become a wizard. And wizards are demonologists and necromancers. So they summon up... Well, run away from that one. 8 barbarians is bad news. It's about the worst thing you can fight. Wizards will summon up undead or summon up... Oh, my phone is ringing. It shouldn't be doing that. It's okay. It's an automatic message from my kid's school. We're all good. And I know it's an automatic message from my kid's school because my kid is not at school right now, so it's nothing bad. Yeah, I tried to run away from that fight a couple times. If you run away and fail, it just starts a normal round of combat. So there's actually no penalty for trying to run away, which is a nice little change for people who've played similar games. Where are we at? 3787, okay. I need to get to 5,000 experience. We're at 38, essentially. 39. Come on. Killed. 40 and a half. Yeah, nope. Large numbers of barbarians are bad news. 42. 6 nobles. 4,200, give or take. 43. Yep. Kobolds. 44. Let's check. Yeah, 4386. Yeah, 44 essentially. 2 gnomes. Both dead. Yeah, this will be a little bit tighter. We'll use a little fire. $20 4732. Okay. So we need 300 basically. 250. There we go. All right. Let's go get our levels. I'll take it. Point of intelligence, thank you. Here's the one we want, War Strike. Sizzles a group of opponents. So instead of just one at a time, we're going to be able to hit a whole group. Now, we duck into the Adventurers Guild, and as suggested, we're going to change I will remove Wayne and Barbara from the party. We're going to, more options, rename party member Adam to Pete, for Pete's sake. There we go. And we're just going to send Pete out alone. This seems like it might be dangerous, because it is. It's a spellcaster wandering around on his own. Pete's going to order some wine for the trip. And this is the only tavern in town that sells wine. They tell you to go down to the cellar and pick out a bottle. Did we find a torch? No. So we're going to have to cast the Mage Flame spell. Gives me a little light. So these are wine cellars. It's the first dungeon you're supposed to go to. That is a forced encounter tile. There's always a fight there. There's always a specific fight here, which is where I want to be. 6 spiders. We're going to cast Warstrike. And we're going to use a trap zap to open that treasure chest. And look, we got 900 experience from that. The best we were getting before was like a couple hundred. We got 300 from the Mad Dogs. Cast Warstrike. And attack the last one. There we go. Trap zap. We're getting beat up, so we're going to leave. We're going to leave and go get healed. Run away. That's the reason I wanted Pete to have high dexterity. But even then, whatever reason, not been getting good initiative rolls. Heal the party. Yes, heal the party. Oh, nice requiem. Pretty sure Pete has, yeah. We're going to head over this way. We're going to go to a place called Roscoe's Energy Emporium. Roscoe sells spell points. There we go. We get replenished, and we go back and do it again. We're looking for 2 more levels here to get to 4th level magic. And then we go on to the big grind. But not the biggest grind, just a big one. Order some wine. Also, 2 funny restrictions. Run away, thank you. If you drink too much, the tavern is actually there because your bard can only cast or use so many songs before they run out of voice, essentially. Their voice dries up. So that exists to... so that's where they replenish their quote-unquote spell points. The actual number is one song per level. So a level 1 bard can only sing 1 song before he needs to get a drink. A level 5 bard can sing 5 songs before they need to get a drink. So on. Strike. There we go. I can do one more. I can do one more. It's fine. You'll sometimes see me typing in spells like that. Like I typed in WAST for Warstrike. The spells all come with a 4-letter code. That was essentially the game's copy protection. You needed the spell book and know all the codes, and I just, out of habit, often type the codes in. The reason I bothered to fight little things like that, not only for the experience, but the odds, the equipment we can find in the sewers and in the wine cellar is better than the stuff we can find out here. So I take the chance sometimes. Good. Good. Got it. Spell acquiring. Here's the one we want. Elix Instant Wolf. You can make a real wolf appear and defend the caster. We're going to cast Instant Wolf. We're going to equip ourselves with some very good boys. Oh, we're out of magic points. Okay, we're going to go recover our magic points and then get some more very good boys. And we're going to go back and kill spiders, but this time with, like, no danger. Go. Now again, only the first 4 wolves can be targeted. We're going to kill a few more spiders, and then we're going to go on to killing zombies. Because that's just the sort of people we are. Order some wine. So yeah, of course, if you have no money, you can't order wine, you can't get into this dungeon. But also the other thing that can happen is if you get drunk, you drink too much, they'll refuse you entry to the bar, which means you can't order wine to get back into the dungeon. You have to wait a few minutes. 6 spiders. Cast. War Strike, please. There's a harp. But it's not a neat harp, it's just a harp. Up the stairs, down the stairs. Cast a War Strike. See, a lot of the routing of this game was trying to figure out where is the actual best place to get experience. Run away. I tried to run. It wouldn't let me. We're going to defend. And our good boys are going to take a few hits for us. Thank you, my good boys. Run away. And we got a level. Seeing a picture in chat of, like, a bunch of wolves with a bunch of good boys with a spellcaster behind them. And then we need 10,000 more experience before we can go on to zombies. And we're going to summon up a couple more good boys. Oops. Summons also come in 2 flavors. Very subtle. Some summons, when you summon them up, will move to the front of the party, and some will stay in the back. So if I cast Wind Mage, for example, and get a Master Mage, the Master Mage appears at the back of the party. You know, where they don't want to get hit, whereas a Wind Dragon will appear at the front of the party. There's also 2 kinds of summons, monsters and illusions. Illusions immediately disappear if an enemy doesn't believe in them. One of those, it can only hurt you if you believe in it situations. And there's actually a spell, a sorcerer spell, called Disbelieve, which instantly destroys all enemy illusions. And then there's also Disrupt Illusion, which not only destroys enemy illusions, but prevents them from summoning any more illusions. Meanwhile, the sewers seem to have a spider problem, so I'm just going to keep taking care of that. A couple moments. How are you enjoying this? This is me. You said this looked like
it's pretty entertaining. It's something satisfying about watching the tile sets in this, especially when you're in the sewers there, the green bricks.
Mm-hmm. Well, our next place to go is the catacombs, and it's got, like, each wall has a niche full of skulls. The other nice thing about summoned monsters and monsters in general is that they don't affect the experience I get. So I'm still getting 900 after every fight. I don't have to spread it down. And there we got some better equipment. Mithril Chain. Runaway. What I'm hoping to find is a fire horn or a bard sword. A fire horn is a piece of bard equipment which uses a breath attack. A bard sword, when you give it to a bard, means they don't lose any, like, they can use an unlimited number of spells, of bard songs. It's unfair, and I love it. Thank you, Golden Flame Dragon. Yes, this is indeed Peter and the Wolves. Yeah, if someone wants a rename to happen, you know, or This would be a good time, you know, if you wanted to donate something and put a different name in the chat, so we don't necessarily have Wayne, Barbara, and Pete. I would be very happy to accommodate that if someone wants to donate a little money for a rename. Another Mithril Shade. We are raising money for a good cause here. The best causes to raise money for are good causes. An unidentified weapon. That happens sometimes. You can't tell what it is, and in the third game, rogues could identify it, but well, and they can now because they've given them given those rogue abilities back to the first two games. But in the third game, rogues could identify them because there's no shops in the third game. There's our level. But here we just have to go to the equipment shop. We can identify things. All right, exit the tavern. Up here. Duck in here. Identify. It's a mithril dagger. Not bad. Anything I want to put on. Mithril dagger's better than a staff, but we shouldn't be stabbing anything anyway. Okay. That there. Heat. Couple level, or one level for you. That's the bar. That's the 10. Oh, nice. 8 spell points. Spell acquisition. Here's the one we want. Shock Sphere. A large globe of intense electrical energy doing 10 to 50 points of damage. And now, with that in our pocket, we can come down here into the catacombs, use the name of the mad god that I happen to know. Not because I'm associated with the mad god, you understand. We need to cast a trap zap right here, because there's a trap right there. There's another one through this secret door here. And here is 45 zombies. There's a shock sphere. And we'll let the wolves take care of that one. So yeah, I was getting 900 a fight before. Here's 23,000. So it's a slight difference in the amount of experience we can get just by ducking in here. Oops. Try and go around the corner before you walk through the wall. We'll need to do that a couple times, because the spell we're looking for is called Apport Arcane. It is the top-level Conjurer spell. Getting some good luck on my magic points, that's good. And we need 115,000 experience total. So plus all the stuff, like, we've already got a whole bunch to send back into the catacombs, thank you. But here we can fight large groups of enemies, and the wolves, even if we don't get a particularly good roll on our shock sphere, the wolves will take that first round of hits for us, giving us a chance to get a second shock sphere off without getting eaten by zombies. Sometimes you low roll your initiative. A Lax Liar, also good. Get a couple more good boys. There we are. A Lax Liar does the same thing as a Bard Sword. When the Bard has it equipped, they don't need to worry about their number of songs available. Bunch of skeletons. Mithril Helm. Bunch more zombies hiding back here. Shock Sphere. Wolf. Say goodbye to the very good boy who took the first hit there. 9 whites. These are a little bit tougher. They still die to a shock sphere if we get good rolls. How are we doing? Almost there. Apport Arcane is the game's teleport spell. Okay, sure, we'll deal with you guys. We'll just let the wolves have that one. It basically trivializes most dungeons in this game. Allows us to skip past a bunch of things. Oh, we're closed for the night. The game has a day-night cycle, so you heard the wolves howl there. Shop is closed at night. Fortunately, if I step here into the Guild of Adventurers and step back out, it is now daytime. Oops. Cast, Pete. Let's get our wolves back, thank you. We should be pretty close. What did I say? Oh, yeah. We're a couple good fights away. That is the wrong direction. There's the way I want to go. Hey, Roscoe. I need some magic points. Hit me. Alright. The other thing we get with level 7 Conjurer spells is Summon Slayer. The spell's called Elex Instant Slayer. What's a Slayer? Well, the name speaks for itself. That's actually the description of the spell. This fight should give us the experience we need. Don't need to deal with those. That was a mistake. Yeah. Okay. At least I got better magic points out of it. Always look on the bright side. Cast. Don't class change yet. Cast. If you class change too early, you can't get back to your old class. And I don't particularly want to go through the dungeons completely, so Apport Arcane is kind of an important piece of my speedrunning strategy here. Two. Cast. Perhaps that. Goes. Now, Apport Arcane is important. There's a 3rd level wizard spell that is very important as well. It's called Dispossess. It undoes a possession attack. We need that to get through the game. And there's a big spell at level 5 sorcerer called Mangar's Mind Blade that is the most powerful group attack in the game, and not only does it hit one group, it hits all groups. So, that is our goal. And making that goal much easier, Pete, if you'd be so kind as to advance to... There's level 7, and class change into sorcerer. Hypnotic images, so we get first level spells, boom. We're going to give our good boys a very nice retirement. We're going to cast a bunch of Slayers. They notice that armor class. We're dealing with old school D&D rules. Lower armor class is better. Also going to bring back Wayne and Barbara. We're going to go into our equipment and see what we have picked up thus far that we can make use of. I know we've got a Lax Lyre. There it is. Mithril Chain, Mithril Helm. Buckler. Power Shield. Oh yeah, your image, your picture changes depending on what class you are. Okay, we look like we are decked as we're going to get for the moment. So let's clear out our inventory. Got a little bit of extra cash. Barbara, if you'd be so kind as to play the Seeker's Ballad, which gives us some light. And we're going to head back into the crypt. And I'm realizing, good. I'm going to do an Apport Arcane. And it is north, always relative to where we're standing. So north, east, and up. Towers and castles go up, dungeons and crypts go down. Now, I'm landing on the stairs for a specific reason. And that is, if we look at Mr. Angry Skull here, area curses detected. We can't cast Apport Arcane into this spot. So I have to cast Apport Arcane into a nearby, into the stairs, and go from there. Hey, I also forgot to recover my magic points. So we're actually going to head out of here, because I need to use a bunch of magic points. But we're going to start with 95 skeletons, or 99 skeletons. And let the Slayers finish them off. Slayers do critical hits. Slayers also have an armor class that is extremely low, and that is not meant for this game. Slayers only appeared in the second game. 36 ghouls, shock sphere. Kyle's axe. Oh yeah, right. If I use all those magic points, I can't Apport Arcane out. Fortunately, I know how to get out of here. Cast a trap zap right in front of us. I'm gonna have to eat one trap. I have to cross by 2 on the way back. There are other routes I've used at other times or for other purposes, so I know my way out of here. I'm gonna eat the one trap. Yeah. Had to be a big one. Oh, and of course, if Pete is dead, I can't actually cast my way out of this trap either. Yikes. Okay. Run, 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 run. Okay, we'll get out of here. These are the sort of, like, really silly mistakes that can happen when you're, you know, in a marathon trying to be impressive. Heal the party. Yes, heal the party. There, aren't you impressed now? Next time, remember to refill your magic points, and you won't do something that silly. And while we're here, let's go get our levels that are set up here. Okay. This is how you go overestimate, everyone. Okay. Now we're going to go and finish the catacombs. Eight, 11, -1. Down the stairs. Random encounter here and close out. Get 69 whites. Nice. Traveler's Tune. Cast a shock sphere. And let the Slayers finish them off. And there's 20,000 experience. Just a casual 20,000 for... That's the wrong one. It's this one. I can hear it. 99 skeletons. Traveler's Tune just cuz I can. Don't want a War Strike. I want a Shock Sphere, please. Now you notice that Wayne's Hide in Shadows skill here is option is for 95% chance for success. That is the best we can do without a Thief Dagger. Never do better than 95%, even if our Hide in Shadows skill goes way up. It's just capped at 95. So there's always a 1 in 20 chance of failure with Hide in Shadows. Shocker, yeah, we can take that. A Lax Liar, nice. Another one. Head up here, and in this door. A Thief Dagger will change that. We'll make it 100%. We got teleported, so we lose our minimap, so I'm just going to turn it off. Just so there's not that question mark floating there. But I know my way through here anyway. I've walked it a few times. This door has a random fight here, and then a forced encounter of 66 zombies. And again, they can't hit those Slayers. Those Slayers have an armor class too low for them to hit. Just get the experience off it. We get teleported here. Oop, go this way. This is an anti-magic area, so we can't actually cast any spells here. And Mr. Angry Skull will tell us that. Anti-magic aura. This is darkness, so our lights don't work. But if we turn this corner, we can cast a Trap Zap. And the particle effects will light up temporarily, and I need to cast a second Trap Zap right here. And of course, as soon as I step out of the darkness area, my song continues, so... We head up here, and this is the first boss. The King Eldrick, now a creature of darkness. Now, mortal men, I will drink of your souls! The Witch King. One Spectre. Slayers were not meant to be in this game, so, you know, just one shot, we're good here. We got the Eye. And this will teleport us back to the stairs going up, and from here I can Apport Arcane out. I mean, I could have Apport Arcaned out from where I was, too. You can Apport Arcane out of places, you can't just Apport Arcane into them. That takes care of the catacombs. We'll go grab our levels here. Nah, I'm still going to save Scum for some of those levels. Yeah, I really want that high hide in shadows. If you open a door and see 99 skeletons, you're closing the door? Yeah, probably. That would be the smart thing to do. Nope. Yeah, I got power creep by a future game. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Power creep happens. Let's get a good level here. There we go. We'll take it. We'll take it. It's not good, but we'll take it. Okay, Pete. There it is. Mangar's Mindblade. 10 to 40 damage to each and every enemy you face. Class change. Class change. Pete. Wizard. Now this time, we will remember to go and recover my magic points. My mini-map again. And also, I will turn off the notifications on my tablet. So this is where some of those statues were that I had to fight earlier. They're no longer here, which is nice. This is Baron Harkon's domain. Now again, I could walk through this floor, or I could go Apport Arcane 3 to the west and grab the Crystal Sword, and go Apport Arcane 3 south and 3 east, and go to the upstairs. We're also going to go to Barbara and equip that Crystal Sword, because it's better than the axe. There's no reason not to equip the eye. This whole floor we can't Apport Arcane onto. But that's okay. Run away. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, we're gonna just defend. Take a couple hits, that's fine. We're all good. There's a trap right in front of me. Trirzip. Don't go out that door. Go through this door instead. Run away. Oh dear. We're going to lose this fight. Run away. And it got worse. Reload! There we go. Zip. Run away this time. There we are. Alright, I got a question for you, chat. See if you know the answer to this. There's a riddle. Once man alive, now living death, it drinketh blood and stealeth breath. Any ideas this is me?
Putting me on the spot here.
Well, how's your riddle solving?
Not great.
No?
No.
How about you, chat? Any clue who this is? No? Okay. Give chat a second, see if they can get it.
Vampire?
It is a vampire. Here it is.
I wasn't sure if it was one of those, it's the obvious thing, or it's some clever thing, like it turns out to be a cat or something, or the moon.
A mosquito. So yeah, here we got a silver square. We're going to need that later. We're going to Apport Arcane 5 north, east 11, and 1 up. for whatever reason, the second floor we can't Apport Arcane onto, but the third we can. We're going to change our song to the Traveler's Tune, which improves our armor class. We're going to turn around. So there's a sign on the wall that says, "The Barracks, official robes are required." We don't have official robes, so when we walk in here, the legions of Baron Harkin stand before you, recognizing you as intruders. "Death to them!" they scream. It says, "Intruder alert." You can get official robes. So you don't have to fight 99 Berserkers, 99 Berserkers, 99 Berserkers, and also 99 Berserkers. I am not too concerned about this. We're going to cast Mangar's Mindblade. Anyone with headphones on, be aware, this is a noisy moment. It will be a very repetitive sound, something like a machine gun in your ears. So here we go. The only break I get in the run. And we'll do it again. And we'll just let the Slayers take care of the rest. There we go. And there's 337,000 experience. And 50,000 pieces of gold. The room is filled with the bodies of dead Berserkers. Yes, it is. One more Apport Arcane, and we will... Unfortunately, we can't repeat that. You can repeat that in Legacy mode. And in fact, it's a pretty good way to grind. Now I have to do some math in my head. Normally it's... Okay, we're 5 and 12. So it'd be 4 north, or 4 south, and 13 into this floor. Right. This should get us to a gold statue of a 15-foot tall warrior stands before you. Will you approach it? Not yet. Autosave first. Where did it put us? Okay. I didn't know it would do that. There it is. Okay. An eye levitates from the party and goes into the statue's empty eye socket. You can see the eye socket there. The statue comes to life, and then the caption, "I hunger." The walls shake as the statue stands, suddenly flinging marble everywhere. Gaze at the awesomeness of one mad god. So yeah, we're going to cast a Luclaran. Going to defend, and we're going to hide in the shadows. And again, not built for Slayers. And we're just going to disarm that. We get teleported. So if we were to try to come through these gates, we would be told that they're locked and we can't get through them. Fortunately, we're now inside this little corner, and this is Kiliaran's Amber Tower. We're going to switch our song back to the Seeker's Ballad, so that I can see where I'm going. Turn west, go through this door, and get this teleporter. Get through the darkness. Anti-magic here. Get teleported here. I'm standing on a spinner. In fact, you can see it if Mr. Angry Skull talks, right? Spinner. But I know which way I'm facing, because the spinner only spins you when you try to turn or when you step onto it. I got teleported onto it, so I can step off it like that. Just fine. And then I happen to know the answer to this. We go in here, we turn, we go west to the wall, we turn back one step, we go south till we hit the wall, and then answer this. South to the wall, east to the wall, and step through the door. We follow this corridor around. And there's a door. I always save before this door, because through this door are 6 green dragons, and if I get forced to fight them, usually I get killed rather badly. So, yeah, we save. Run away! Oh my goodness. Well, thank you, I guess. Sure, we'll take that. No. Oh. Anyway, this is a large dark section. We go north, we go west, we go south 1, 2, 3, we go west, we go north 1, 2, 3, we go west, we go north through the door to get the silver triangle, to go with the silver square we already got. We go back south through to the end. We go east 1, south 1, west 1, south 1, 2, 3, east 1, 2, 3 to the wall, south 1, 2, 3, west 1, north 1, west 1, north 1, west 1, 2, and south through the door. And through this door. And we go through this door specifically because we go back the other way, we wind up further down the tower. I'm going to save before we go into here. We're going to change my song to the Wayland's Watch. And this is the crystal statue. We'll fight it. Golem! Exclamation point. 1 crystal golem. This is where I do a bit of an item grind. Yeah, we lost a Slayer already. Mage staff. Nice. And the golem comes back to life. For whatever reason, I don't know why, the golem is programmed to always drop an item. This is what a wizard looks like. Normally I would grind a bit here for items, but the golem is faster than my slayers and will always get a shot off. So we're going to replace the slayers with wind wolves. These are fake wolves. They're illusions, see IL. Which means they leave the party when they get killed. You'll note Pete is recovering magic points. That's because of the mage staff. So we're going to attack this crystal golem. Barbara is already using the crystal sword. We're going to buff Barbara. That's the purpose here. We're going to use some buff spells. Battle skill on Barbara. Hide in the shadows. Traveler's Tune. I don't want the wolves killing Barbara. I want Barbara, or I don't want the wolves killing the golem. I want Barbara killing the golem. Wrath of Valhalla, Barbara. And I have my escape valve if I need to attack. And there we go. 77 points of damage. The crystal golem has a randomized amount of hit points, so that was actually a pretty low amount. I'm happy with that. Change back to the Seeker's Ballad so I can see where I'm going. Go through this winding corridor. Now, if we'd explored that dark section earlier where we found the silver triangle, it would have told us to beware the sting at the end, south, of the serpent's tail. So this is kind of a serpentine passage, winding back and forth. And at the end of the serpent's tail, there's a door. There's 2 doors, in fact. One of them goes south, one of them goes east, or west. West, yes, right. Right of south is west. So, we beware the sting at the south. There's no way out! It's a trap! The door's gone. If you were able to survive long enough by using spells to heal or items to heal, you can actually survive that. Eventually the door reappears. I walk specifically this way to avoid a couple of spinners and traps and teleporters, and then we get teleported here to the final climb. We go to meet Kiliaran at the top of the tower. And here he is. He calls us perseverant, which I love. I am Kiliaran, O perseverant ones. Anyway, he tells us you can't get into Mangar's tower without the Onyx key. Teleports us back down here. Oh, I didn't want to take the stairs. I want to leave. I love that, though. Perseverant ones. Wayne. Oh, you need some better hide and shadows than that, buddy. Yeah, we'll take that. And we'll take that for sure. Yes, definitely. That's about as good as it gets. Pete. Get all your levels. Barbara, get your levels. There we go. Spell acquiring. We need Dispossess, because one of our characters is going to get possessed later. And we went as far as Beyond Death, which is cool. We're not going to bother getting the top level spell for Wizard. And, yeah, there we go. We're now all but ready to go in. We're going to cast ourselves up some Slayers. Change our order of our party so that Wayne is in front, then Barbara, then Pete. Anyone wants to donate for a name change, now is pretty much your last chance for it. Restore my magic points. Forget to do that once in a run. You never forget again. Yeah, if I try to go through these doors... Yeah, it just says you can't get through it. An iron gate. Some iron gates you can go through, some you can't. We're going to head back over here to the first dungeon we were in. The wine cellar. Pete's going to order up some wine. Go down, grab a bottle. Cool. This is a huge dungeon, actually. It's very big for the first dungeon. It's got the wine cellar and then the 3 floors of the sewers underneath. But, we're just not going to do any of that. We're just going to teleport ourselves right to the end. And this is the lower corner... Oops. This is the lower corner. Iliarn's Tower is up here. The Adventurers Guild is here. This is where Harkon's domain is, right there. This is the lower corner, Mangar's Tower. Here's where the crypt is, Temple of the Mad God. Mangar's Tower. So we just skipped an entire dungeon. We're going to do something similar here with an Apport Arcane. We're going to go south 7, east 4, and up 1. So I'm going to put you on the spot again. This is me. 2 shapes yours, one's around. Speak the shape and final found. We got a triangle and a square. Yeah. Chat, any ideas?
Yeah, chat, save me here.
Well, if you're familiar with Electronic Arts, they're a little video game publisher. They were the publisher for the game. In the 80s, they didn't have the reputation they have now of being a giant evil corporation. They would actually go out, seek out smaller groups like this was Interplay, I think, and would publish the games they made. Apparently, were actually pretty good for it. Their logo at the time was a silver, I think, get the order right, silver triangle, silver circle, and silver square. So the answer to this one is a circle. And we get a silver circle. Yeah. We're going to Apport Arcane. We're going to go north 7, east, or north 9, east 7, and take the stairs up. This area is in darkness, so we're going to use a magic compass to make sure I'm going the right way. Head through the darkness. 1, 2. Head back up this way. 1, 2. Get, but not Apport Arcane. I want Trap Sap. We're going to step 1, 2, 3. You see the darkness appear twice. That means we just got teleported. Turn around. 2. We're going to do another Trap Sap. We're going to step onto a spinner, which is why I want the compass, to see which way I'm actually facing. I need to face south. Here we go. And I know the answer to this. You find all these words all around. The 7 of the Mad God. But I know what they are. They're lie with passion and be forever damned. And there we go. We're facing the right way. 3, 4, 5. We hit an anti-magic square and our compass disappears. We come down here. Step through this door and don't get, thank you, stuck in the fight. Step through this door and also don't get stuck in the fight. These stairs would not have appeared, but we did the Magic Mouth's riddle. Trap Sap from here. Here. And I usually take this fight of 50 ghouls, both to show off like the power differential, Repel Dead, but also as an opportunity to hopefully pick up some items. Unidentified item. If I'm going on to the next game and carting my characters over, Hawkblade, not useful. Adamant Shield, that might be. Then some of these can be extremely powerful. I'm going to use that Ark's Eye. Adamant Shield, Adamant Mace has a better chance, better bonus to hit. And I think we're pretty well set at this point. The Crystal Sword is as good as we're going to get right now. Yeah. So we're not going to worry about... I will, if I'm doing modern mode and... oh yeah, we're going to use Ark's Eye. A little bit. It will tell me you sense a spinner ahead. That's what Ark's Eye is doing. So we run into the spinner. Run away. Shape of a skull etched on the floor. And it will show me the traps on the floor, which is... And that little cloud up ahead is a square of darkness, which is not a big deal, because I've got a song for that. Spinner ahead. Facing, that's the wrong way. Go. Yeah, if I'm going on to the next game, I'll fight there for a bunch of different items. Your music caused two sleeping dragons to continue slumbering. Yeah, that's handy. Go through the wall. 1, 2. You don't want to get hit with traps because they increase power as you go further in the game. Don't get caught in the fight. We get teleported, and this is the most awesome square in gaming, in RPG games. When I step on this square ahead of me, it's going to turn all the walls in this floor into doors, and all the doors into walls. I love that. Cast a scry sight and show you the map. Like, this is where we came in here. That used to be a door. It's now a wall. Over here, that's where we fought the ghouls. That's the door we came through. It's now a wall. Over here, it's south. There are tracks leading south down this corridor. Well, you couldn't get through here, except that used to be a wall. It's now a door. We need to cast a levitation spell, because there's a portal above us, and we can only levitate up through it. We get teleported. We get whacked here. Death to those who would attack the Mighty One. Smoke in our eyes. That's okay. We'll just redo my Seeker's Ballad. The wavering you can see is anti-magic aura. That's the warbling. Because this sight spell was created with Ark's Eye as opposed to with a spell, we can still it still operates in anti-magic. Run away. Run away. This is the top floor. We're almost done. This is the trap that I was telling about. Someone gets possessed. And there it says possessed. We need to cast Dispossess and remove Wayne from the ranks of the possessed. Problem solved. Fight over. Don't want to deal with that. Teleported. Come over here. There's a trap right there. See it glowing. Turn over this way. Turn down here. Go through the secret door. Go through the normal door. Come over here. Trap. I want to go through that trap because there's a fight on this square right in front of me. I don't want to take that fight. I would rather just avoid it by not stepping on the trap. And of course, if we're in a evil tower and we find a pool of boiling liquid, what do? Well, you jump in, of course. 4 specters. Run away. On the wall are etched 3 geometric shapes, a square, a circle, and a triangle. So again, EA's logo, silver square, silver circle, silver triangle. Their motto was, we see further. You see further. Passage has been granted. I'm going to cast a trap zap. Here it go off. I'm going to run away from this fight. We're going to lose badly to this fight. Yep. We're going to run away from this fight. And here we are. There is something special near. You detect movement ahead. The final fight. Wish me luck. You stand in the antechamber of Mangar the Dark, evil archmage of Skara Brae. Mangar glares at you with deep hatred. Die, mortals! He screams. With a wave of his hand, a few of his close friends drop by. They don't look like a fun group. 2 demon lords, 3 vampire lords, and Mangar. This fight usually goes terribly. By which I mean, like, it looks awful, but it's fine. We're going to throw a Farfo at the demon lords. Or not. Cool. We're just going to hide in the shadows. Or we'll get discovered. Yeah. That's why I want a thief knife to get that 95 up to 100. Hide in the shadows. Luclaren. And cast a Farfo at the demon lords. Yep. Hide. 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 Attack Mangar. Mangar is dead. Hide. Attack a demon lord. Hide. Attack a demon lord. Hide. Attack a vampire lord. Hide. Don't get caught. Hide. And the fight's over. Hurrah! Leave it alone, and we're almost at time. Kiliaran shows up, tells us, hey, you did great. Here's some experience. Here's some money. And, time. And that is the first game of the Bard's Tale.
That was pretty entertaining to watch.
Oh, I'm glad. If you're interested in taking this on, I am pretty much the only runner of this. There was someone else who ran it for Speedremizer. I'm not sure if he's still running it or not. But,
I don't know about speedrunning it, but I do want to explore it. It
There's
looks like
a
a fun
lot-
game to just
yeah.
get in all the nooks and crannies of.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And it's a lot of fun. Like the game, the game writers took some time to make it entertaining. So there's a lot that goes on in there.